Hello and welcome back to 101 TV, my people. My name is Roshi and I am your new host. I'm not really new to the channel, I'm the channel owner, and I used to stay in the background doing video editing and news research and all that. But as you all know, Mina is taking a break and I'll be filling up for the meantime. So I apologize in advance because my pidgin not too strong like that, but I'll try my best. So just bear with me for the meantime. All right. So today's story is about the death of Sylvester Oromoni, the 12 years old kid that has been beaten to death by senior students. So the police has finally arrested the 4 kids that allegedly beat him to death, and the police is going to detain them until the investigation is over. For some of our viewers who are not Nigerians, so let me give you a brief summary. Sylvester is a 12 years old kid who has been beaten to death by senior students of his school because he allegedly refused to join their cult group. But the school lied to the father that the boy died after sustaining injuries while he was playing soccer. Meanwhile, the boy told his parents that he was beaten to death for refusing to join a cult group, cultism. So the parents did an autopsy on the kid, and then they found out that truly the boy was beaten, and they found some black substance inside of him. So the story got viral, and Nigerians started asking for justice, especially after the cousin of the boy posted a video of him online.
Don't carry your tummy up. Don't carry your tummy up. Rest it, please. Daddy, rest it. No. No, it's not it.
I will stretch it again.
You will stretch it again. Daddy, please.
Wait, don't push me. Don't push me.
Say it out. It shall never be well with them. For that to do my son like this. For that to hit my son like this. My God will not forgive them. The God I'm serving will bring judgment upon them. Will bring judgment upon them.
So sad. But the good thing in this story is that the kid was able to call the name of the 4 people who beat him before dying. And that's what the police used to obtain a court order to arrest them. For those who are not familiar with criminal law, your last word, like the last thing you say on your dying bed, can be used as evidence in criminal law, which is what the police did to obtain a court order to be able to arrest the 4 kids. And the funny thing about their arrest is that when the police interrogated them, the 4 kids are saying the same thing, word by word. And it showed the police that these kids have been taught how to reply by their parents. They have been taught what to say when they are interrogated. And they are all saying that the kid just felt sick. They are all denying beating him. And then they are saying that the kid, Sylvester, felt sick, and then he was taken to hospital, and then later on the school called the parents to come and pick the kid. Meanwhile, what the school is saying is totally different. The school is saying that the kid died after sustaining injuries while he was playing soccer. So 2 contradictory statements. This investigation is going to be a very, very long one, and I hope the Lagos government do their best. So far, I'm already impressed by what they did. The Lagos governor straight away went to shut down the school, and then he ordered for the investigation to be done thoroughly. And as you all know, in every big story in Nigeria, our favorite journalists have to put her mouth inside. I'm talking about Kemi Olunloyo. So Kemi is saying that she is claiming that her sources inside the Lagos police told her that Sylvester Oromoni accepted to join the cult, and then he accepted to drink engine oil as part of the process.
He was under peer pressure. They told him, we have to beat you. They beat him. They told him, you got to drink this stuff. He drank engine oil. Engine oil, one of the boys got hold of from a housemaster's car. I'm telling you what's going on in the investigation. That's what investigative journalism is. People on the inside feeding Kemi with information. The governor wouldn't like it. The police chief wouldn't like it, but that's not my school. At the end of the day, Sylvester did anything they wanted him to do. They asked him to describe his sister's vaginas. He did. Then he told his parents. His parents said they removed the girls or something. You guys don't know what boarding houses is about. Boarding houses is no different from Big Brother Nigeria. A whole lot of people living in one house. Big brother. As soon as they get in there, you see what they do. They form their little groups. Their little groups. You see this one talking to that one. Who did Lakon hang out with more? Who did White Money hang out with more? Before you know it, they become lovers in the house.
It's now I understand why people are saying this woman is really mad. I think it could be true because I used to take her defense before, but this one there she overdo. So yes, my people, now here I go end it today. Let me know what you feel about Detective Special Journalist Kemi Olunlayo. So write your comment down below. I will reply to your comment in the next video. Thank you for watching.